It's making me laugh, so we got.
We live, everyone. Thank
What
you
is
so
wrong with
much for
laughing
tuning
about
in,
shit?
tuning in. You are
Child.
listening right now and
To the
looking
sounds
at.
of Kaylin.
Listen,
That's what you was sounding like you about to say.
I
Go ahead,
was-
I'm sorry.
see how we can't
Go
get
ahead,
it
I'm
together.
sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. It is another episode of Cocktails and Cousins.
Yes, it
I
is.
am one of your lovely hosts, Kaylin, and this is my beautiful co-host.
Gigi the Diva.
Yes. And today we have a wonderful guest, Queen Tati. Hi, boo.
We
Yes.
are back. Come on, hit the
Oh, yeah. That's what
back.
Hello, everyone.
Yes.
Girl. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so glad to see you again on another beautiful Wednesday. Hump
This
day.
jump been
It's
dragging.
not. Listen, Corey. Let me tell you something.
She don't know
The
what day of the week it
show
is.
states in all of our
know a
marketing
lot.
material says it's 9 p.m. It says
Hey, Corey,
it's
you gonna get blocked.
8:30 p.m. ish.
You're gonna be the first
like
cousin
around
to get
8:30
blocked
or maybe later. I mean, really.
with a capital B.
He's supposed to be a cousin.
Blocked.
Cousins don't treat each other that way.
You was a lie, because y'all treat me that way all the time. With these two, that's it. Y'all
Negative.
see how they do me.
Negative.
All right, okay.
So listen, guys, like I said, another episode of Cocktails and Cousins. And today we're going to be talking about quite a few things. You know, I've been talking about this book for about 2 months. And we finally got the author to make a moment for us. So come on in and talk about it. We're going to talk about the journey to self-discovery. And then, you know, we're going to talk about a few other things before we get to that. So first, let me talk before you say one word, Gigi.
I ain't even about to say nothing.
I don't need you to say one word.
I ain't gonna say one word. You made me say them.
Okay.
My
So
business.
our cocktail for tonight was
Oh.
a Douce
Mm.
Laughing Star. So
Yes,
I'm
it
going to
was.
give you what I feel about this drink.
Mm.
I feel as though that it is indeed a laughing star. Maybe not necessarily a star, maybe a laughing moon. A star.
Stock.
Laughing stock.
A laughing stock. Indeed.
I'm
It
getting
is
it.
not quite what I thought it was going to be. So the
think it's 'cause of the
ingredients
bartender.
are. No, it's not. You know
Keep
what?
going,
So
right.
first of all, I'm not a bartender, and
That's
I
what I'm saying.
followed the freaking recipe to a T. I sat here. Even our guest
So why you
was a
keep
witness.
picking all these
I
nasty
will
ass
say that
recipes?
she
What's
did.
going
She
on,
did follow
Butterbean?
us.
Butterbean, what's
These
happening?
Nasty Jones.
Listen,
What's up, bro?
listen. It sounded good because I thought about it. I'm thinking it's fall. Got a
Warm.
good cognac. It said a cherry liqueur, which was warm. And then the only thing that was questionable was the almond milk piece. And there
Almond
was
milk.
lemon. Almond milk
Yes,
was a
I
part.
told
That's it,
her that was not.
That might be why
that
it's
wasn't
not
it.
right though.
Yeah,
Because
so
it might have gave it a little bit of a to it to make it.
It
be
was
right.
real milky.
It was. Y'all put
It
some in
just
there
was-
already.
I put a little dab
Maybe
of
it's supposed to be
Duya.
like a mudslide. or
No,
something.
because when I did it, first of all, I wanted to look
It
at the
just
picture
wasn't it.
again to make sure that it was starting to look. And when the milk started curdling to the alcohol,
Oh, you didn't do it right.
I did
Look
it.
at it.
Maybe you put. Oh, that's what these
Look-
little white little dots.
Yeah, it's wrong.
Ooh, they got me drinking curdle fucking almond milk.
You see what I
You
got?
know what?
But
I don't know what the fuck I thought these little. I
That's
don't
it
know
was.
what in the
She said,
hell
"Keep it. I don't want."
I thought
Listen,
these little
drink some
white dots
Coke.
was.
We're going to have Coke 45 in honor of our cousin
Ooh.
Corey one day when he buy
I ain't
it
drinking
and
that
bring it
shit
in
either.
here.
I ain't
When he
drinking
buy
that
it
shit either.
and bring it in here. That's the only way we're going to drink Coke 45.
We ain't cheese.
I'm not.
I ain't drinking it either. I was just trying to appease the brother. Coke 45, do they even make
This
that
shit,
anymore?
Can y'all see it? It really got some white shit floating. in
Yeah.
it. I was wondering what it was, but I wasn't gonna say nothing.
But she
And
drank
now
it
I fucking know it's curdled almond milk.
and just did it. I mean,
I
but
got
the
you
one
to do
thing
tomorrow.
is it's non-dairy, so
There you
you
go.
have no issues.
You won't
That's it.
have that problem.
Yes. Don't worry. We won't
I
drink it
hope
again.
y'all right.
So if anyone tried it out there with the ingredients and you were successful, please let us know.
Yeah, tell us how to
And
do
I'm
it
gonna
right.
just be real. I'm not a bartender. I look at stuff. I think it sounds good because of my palate. Truthfully, I'm a wine drinker. So what I will be doing from this moment forward is bringing wines in for us to taste and enjoy. Let's just do that.
Look at this old motherfucker over
Yes, we just gonna do wines. I mean, you know what? Facts.
there.
I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do.
Wine
I'm
is
at
not
least
a
wine
fucking cocktail.
wine
But you
once a
can't
month.
make
This is not
cocktails,
wine
though.
and wine down That's not what this is.
But you can add wine to the cocktail.
Well, that's what you
And
need
so
to
then
do.
we
Find
done.
some wine cocktails then. Give us some
Yeah,
idea.
you can play
Wine
with
is
it.
not a cocktail.
Well, what we gonna do is drink what the hell I bring in here. Okay,
She's
that's
a
what we
fucking
gonna
lie.
I
we
didn't
gon-
drink it.
I'm
but
drinking
y'all,
one-
y'all do that.
do. Okay, see now the guests getting ready to get kicked off. Just
I
got
ain't drinking
here.
shit either. This is cocktails and cousins. Not wine down with your feet down. This ain't we
Wine
getting
down
old, so we
with your feet
drinking
down.
wine. We not doing
Anyway, let's move forward,
drink your
ladies
wine
and
on the way
gentlemen,
here.
ladies and gentlemen and mental women,
that.
whatever.
Sleep 'cause I'm drinking wine.
Oh my God. Yeah, it will put you down. But
That's
anyway,
what I know.
the thing is that we will add a little diversity because of the simple fact that I do enjoy wine. Okay? Call me the wine now. Call me what you want. Call me whatever. I don't care. But anyway, listen, before we get into this great show that we have planned for you all, I want to talk about a few things that have happened since we've been off the air. How about that? So the first thing I want to talk about is the election. Did you all vote?
I did.
That's what I'm saying. Hold up. Music and clapping because voting is extremely. It was definitely not.
I don't.
Definitely. No, it was.
Oh my
Listen.
God. I don't know.
No, it wasn't a mistake, you guys. It was the truth. And this is what I'm saying. We always have that's our friends moment that we have. But no, truthfully, we have to make sure that we vote, you guys. Honestly, there will be no change if we don't vote. How y'all feel about that?
I agree.
That's all I'm saying. I mean, you know,
Yeah, everybody talk about.
I'm gonna be real though. Did y'all grow up somebody telling y'all to go vote?
No.
I did.
You
I
did.
used to go with my mother to the polls. You know, right over there to
What
Coma
about
Park. Cast the ballot. That was me.
Awesome. What about you? No. I learned on my own. I think when someone told
because
me
everybody thinks that it doesn't matter if you vote. It
That
don't
is
matter.
very
They
true.
gonna have what they want. They gonna do what they want. They gonna have who they want in office. But in reality, no. The motherfuckers that's always in office that you don't want in office is there because the people that want them in there was fucking voting, and we wasn't. We were saying that it don't matter.
exactly locally
The local ones.
It's nobody
Way
way
more
more
important
important.
because we're here.
They
We're
are
local.
the goddamn ones that tell the president what to do.
So listen, let's just talk about it. Muriel Bowser, our mayor here at the District of Columbia, she won again. She's on her fourth term. Am I correct?
Third, I thought it said third.
Fourth term. Hey, what's up, 2G? Definitely tuned in. That's what's up,
I
fam.
thought so too.
So listen,
yeah, I thought it was the third term.
it's a third term. Okay,
They
cool.
wouldn't have listened if
Third
you said
term.
it.
Okay, but
They
basically,
didn't
what I
know.
wanted to say, because I mean, Muriel Bowser was given. I ain't even gonna lie. When I looked at the race, I saw who was running against her. I knew she was gonna win. At the end of the day, Wes Moore from Maryland as the governor is the one thing that really moved me. Why? Because he is actually the 5th African American governor ever. So that to me actually screams, you know what I'm saying? Like great accomplishments,
Yeah.
you know, and it also lets you know for real how young we are beyond our, civil rights at this point. Let's just be real. I mean, come on now, 5th, ever.
Across all
Me,
states.
and which really also means a lot because of the simple fact that we got a black president before we got a black governor in Maryland.
That's
Oh, so it's the governor of Maryland, not
Yes.
across states. He's just the first.
He's the
black
first
governor
governor,
of
but he's the
Maryland.
first. He's the
In Maryland.
fifth.
I'm
Fifth.
sorry, in Maryland.
No. 5th of all times African American.
yeah.
But in Maryland.
But in Maryland, first in Maryland.
Okay.
5th of all times,
Okay.
meaning that across the states and all
Gotcha.
that. First in Maryland, 5th of all time.
Okay.
So
Damn.
anyway, listen, that
Damn.
means everything to me. Okay, and I
It
feel
is,
like,
yeah,
and that's a
yeah.
big
That's a
feat.
big
It is
accomplishment.
a
I'm
very
just
big
going to say
accomplishment.
this: Virginia is still a red state. Period. Point
Yeah,
blank. That's it.
is.
Mm.
It is.
So I'm not mentioning. He definitely did.
Oh my goodness.
Herschel Walker, but we're not even going to talk
So
about
we're
not
that
even going
because
there.
over
We're not
here
going.
at Cocktails and Cousins, we do not
Not going.
celebrate ignorance. Okay, let's
Yeah.
move forward. Let's moving forward. Moving forward.
That way.
Forward. Listen. So today we have a guest on who is the author of this wonderful book here called The Clit. Now, this is the thing. So I'm gonna be real with y'all. You see the damn, I lost my earring. See what I'm saying? This shit.
I saw it drop, but I'm
And
gonna say no.
it's okay. All kinds of shit happens over here. It was the laughing star. So anyway, the thing about this book that made me want to highlight it and bring it on to talk with my cousins about it and other extended cousins is because first of all, the title just gets you clit. What? The clitoris is what it's short for. But anyway, it was something that just because you see the title and everything, it makes you think automatically I'm going straight to the sex. How can I stimulate the clit? How can I do all these things with the clit? No, it's a journey to self-discovery. Beyond that. And I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't finish the book. I have read some of the book. And I wanted to wait and speak with the author online with you guys so that we can get really actually the correct interpretation. Because, truthfully, if someone reads it, we're going to interpret it the way we want to interpret it. But it's nothing better than to have the actual author here to talk about it. So everyone, please give a round of applause to the author, Queen Tati of The Clit. Yay! Listen, Queen Tati, please tell us who you are and, just get us a little synopsis about the book.
Well, my name is Queen Tati. I am a Black queen lesbian and a Christian. I hold all three labels equally. And I wanted to write the book mainly because it's been a while for my self-discovery and self-acceptance of this journey. And I wanted to really let people know kind of where my mind frame was. Also, really let people know that they're not alone. I know I'm not the only Black queen lesbian Christian out there. And I know there are people that are scared to not walk in their truth. So I decided to really write this book, which is a series collection. To really kind of get it out there, get the conversation started of what really needed to happen, because many people think you can't be both. And I am both, and I'm able to walk and be proud because I am both.
Awesome.
I like that.
Well, that's really important because, we're not, just with your own personal self journey, correct? There are also so many people who are in crossroads. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know your book started from when you were in college.
Yes.
And a lot of people, unfortunately, don't get that opportunity to go away to school, right? Which also sometimes opens the door for people to discover who they are, right?
Yeah.
So kind of let us know and let our listeners know how that moment, when at that moment in school for you, like open that door.
To be honest, I started writing this book probably sophomore, junior year. But every year Hurricane Sandy hit New York that year. And I took a hiatus. I wrote 3 chapters and I wanted to put it in a college setting because that's really where I found my freedom. I was away from home. I was in New York, like at St. John's University. And it was really a way for me to really truly explore who I am as a whole, whether it was the good, the bad, or ugly. I didn't really want to bring my DC, reputation to New York. I wanted to kind of be completely new. So that is really what sparked the conversation, because I really didn't know if I haven't found anyone like me when I was growing up. I didn't have anyone in the media that I could say, "Oh, that's me." I would piece people together and create my own role model. So I knew that I wanted to become a role model off the fact that I didn't see one.
Right.
And so that is really what prompted the journey. And college is when I kind of grew up a little bit more. I'm still on this maturity process. But that is when I recognized my first step of maturity, that this is something that I really need to sit down and kind of get into. And honestly, after those 3 chapters, I didn't touch that book for another 7 years. and I didn't finish it until COVID hit. I finished it in 2 weeks when COVID hit. As soon as COVID hit, I was like, okay, God, you're telling me that I need to sit down, and you didn't gave the whole world a moment to stay still. So I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity and kind of get it done.
Okay. So just to kind of like tap into the audience out here and other people who don't really know what self-discovery is, right? You know, like people say stuff like, oh, my journey to self-discovery, I discovered I didn't like pork. So I stopped eating pork and I decided at this point, this is it. It don't like me I discovered I don't like this earring and it does not like me.
Yes.
But what exactly self-discovery is. So listen, I'm going to give you an example, a definition, a meaning to what self-discovery is. And it's said to be the process of acquiring insight into one's own character, right? And I have some examples, right, as to what those are. Like noticing and understanding your thought patterns, many unconscious processes, acts on your everyday, becoming more curious. Self-discovery teaches you how to learn, how you can actually retain the information that is coming your way. And then being more comfortable with change. When you know yourself, you can control yourself in times of change, right? So in this book, I'm gonna say something. Gigi, did you want to say something before I say something?
What am I saying? I ain't read the book.
She did.
I
was hogging it. So let me tell you.
Do I want to? You know what I'm saying? Do I have something to say? Yeah, I'm listening. That's what I
listen. Let me. No, so the truth of the matter is
I read the book. I ain't get all the way through it, but
I did.
That's not my fault.
Listen, I read some of the book. It's not, and I've had the book for a while. So let me tell you one thing. I'm just going to give a little insight to my relationship with Queen Toddy. I've known her for about 2.5 years now, and I've gained a relationship with her where we've talked about, some things that, maybe some people wouldn't be comfortable about talking about. And I really, really appreciated the fact that she was so open about her story before the book. Okay. It's before the book. And, I'm not ashamed to say that I have a child near her age. And I was just, telling her, I share stories about my own children and some of their, movements and some of the things that they're doing, and listening to her and listening to her journey. It helped me with approaching my kids. You know what I'm saying? About certain things that they may be challenged with or whatever the case may be because of some of the stories and things that she's shared with me. So it's not all about the clip.
Or is it?
Girl.
What is it?
So that is the part that I have to leave out on here real quick. And just kind of talk about real quick. So the one part, while I'm looking, that's why I was saying, Gigi, give me a little breather.
I ain't got nothing.
Little breather.
All I got for you is to sit here and watch, like I've been doing. Okay?
Oh my God! So listen, this is what I'm going to do.
Right,
so this is the thing. No, listen. So Gigi the Diva.
Go ahead, read the book and find.
So let me tell you what I told our guests prior to this show.
I just met her today, and I like her a lot. Okay. I had her in here cracking up today, which is good. Go find what you're looking for.
We gonna continue.
When we talk to you, exactly. She want me to talk to you. I can talk. I just can't talk about the book. Okay. But after we leave here today, I'm gonna have a book, ain't I? You heard that, didn't you? She said it on camera, so she's gonna give me one, and she's gonna sign my book too. Her, because it's gonna be worth something soon. Okay. And then I heard you say it's gonna be a series, so let's elaborate.
Talk about that.
Mind her business. She didn't include me in the first conversation. Don't include yourself in mine. This is mine.
Listen,
this is my
we
part
gotta
of the
ask questions around here.
The book. Yes, Miss Girl.
While I do
Series
that,
it is.
Like I can. Do I
Let
can?
me know what's popping.
Do I can?
So each book, I have a book per character, and it's reflection of your years in college,
okay,
freshman year, sophomore year, etc. And each book will focus on a character and a lesson. So this one really is a self-acceptance, self-identity situation. Sophomore year, which I already started, that is focusing on domestic violence in homosexual relationships, something that is very much so pushed under the rug, and not seeing seriousness. So it's really, each thing is really going to touch on something that not only have I unfortunately experienced, depending on your outtake on that, but something that I do feel we don't speak about as far as our community as Black
Mhm.
people. We don't really talk about homosexuality and Christianity. It's like it can't be both.
Mhm.
Or he's mad at you. Don't do that. Like, you know, it stems to be those things. So I wanted to really focus on some very serious situations for me to really delve in that I have learned from, that I can hopefully show my journey and people can take from that. That's essentially all it is. Whatever you want to take from it, I don't care what your label is. You could be heterosexual, homosexual, no label.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It's
It's just
life experiences.
exactly, and learning how to walk through your journey of self-acceptance and being proud to stand in your truth.
Yeah. Okay.
That was wonderful.
All right.
Can I talk now?
No. I hope she found what she was looking for.
Mm.
For the
Honey
record,
boo.
I'm still the older cousin, and all of
That's
that
the
is
problem.
the
They be
drama.
like, that's what
See,
I'm
I'm the
happy to hear.
youngest, so
Listen,
I hear this all the
I'm
time.
happy you here because
Yeah,
you
me
see
too.
how earlier, if you didn't join in with me, they would have ignored me. But because
saw
you
it.
agreed, then they said, "Oh, she's right. It was just 3." Before that, it was 4. Before that, it
I
was,
said,
you said
maybe-
no.
I
It might have
think
been
it
3, and they
was.
said, "Oh, it was 3."
Listen,
all the way across the room.
listen, guest. Don't get caught up in the drama. Don't get caught
Mm.
up.
Cheers.
I say, don't do it.
I'm a sip.
You need a book, Corey. Corey, you can get the book on Amazon. We're going to give all that information at the end of the show, but
Shortly.
definitely on there. We're going to give you that. So listen, I'm going to tap into chapter 7.
Oh,
Is everyone listening? Please listen. Okay, great. Last night was great. Way to start off the weekend. When I got home, Bay gave me some good ass pussy. I'm not sure what got into her, but damn, I liked it. Waking up somehow, she already got her hand in my pants, knowing I still got my strap on from last night. I already know what she is begging for. Nasty off the early morning. My type of girl. I start to get up to give her what she asking for, but she pushes me down. Daddy, relax. This is my dick. I fuck it how I want to. An angel whispers as she slowly gets on top. Damn, when she talks to me like this, makes my dick jump. Stop him right there, baby. So the chapter is called What You Going to Do? What You Going to Do? I want to talk about this.
I'm gonna take a sip.
You gonna take a sip? Okay, now. I want to talk about this one for one reason, and this is it's because I got this far. Okay, I just want to say that much. The reason why I wanted to bring this up is because by chapter 7, I wanted to know exactly where you were in your journey because you were in full acceptance. Where early on, I mean, not early on, I'll say chapter 4, it was more of a, you were still, what was the crossover to like, this is where it's at, and this is where I'm at, and this is who I am, and this is what I'm doing? Because by chapter 7, we were, this is where it's at. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? I just want to know, like, when, where. Okay, hold on. Let me stop because I just asked a bunch of questions in one time. So I just want to know, in chapter 7, how did you get from where you were in, say, chapter 4 to this point where we were so boldly explaining exactly those emotions, those feelings, how you felt, and describe them in full detail? Like, what was that? What got you there?
I'm just gonna say I love how the title is called The Clit and you pulled out the one sex thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But aside from that, it's really like, to be honest, I already knew I was a lesbian. I never really dated a man. I didn't really need to inquire, you know. And so it was more so not really accepting of who I am, but being proud to tell people who I am. And that was the real journey, because I am a person that really cares about what people think to a degree. And so disappointing my family was the thought that I would think, or disappointing my friends, or my friends looking at me crazy, like, oh, you like me because you're a lesbian. No. So it became a situation of transitioning from that thought process to really saying, okay, this is me. And that took God to let me know that, like, I accept you. It's okay. And I've come to the process of the comparison or analogy, however you want to put it, that God is our ultimate parent. And if you have children, I am a child, don't got no kids, but you love your child unconditionally. You may not like everything they do,
Facts.
you know, and in turn, child, you may not like everything you do, but in the process of that, the love is unconditional. I accept you for who you are. I may not like that, but I love you. And so if my mother and my father and family can do that and accept me, and that's a process for them, then I know God can. Like, that's not even a question.
Right.
So it became a situation of understanding to not hide from him and be okay with being who you are with him. And when I was able to be proud and talking with him and developing that relationship of faith with him, it allowed me to accept who I was ultimately.
Awesome. I mean, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a lesbian, but I'm Christian first. Okay. And journey to self-discovery for me pretty much was not something that came early. You know what I mean? It was kind of like, this is what your life is like. This is what you're going to do. You're going to go to school. You're going to graduate. You're going to do this. You're going to be somebody's wife. You're going to do this and the third. It wasn't until I was older that I kind of took into, like, what do I like? I don't like him. I don't care if X, Y, Z, this and the third, or anything like that. You know, as far as self-discovery, that's not something I can honestly say I did not tap into probably until I was about 30. And part of that was because I was a young mom. So I didn't even have time to think about me at that point. It was more about, oh, well, I done made these other little people. So discovering me, I don't know. And in the process, I may have messed them up a little bit, trying to figure myself out in the process. But I mean, I will commend you and taking the time to even write it down to share with others who may not have even had the balls to even think about making a self-discovery. Like, what is that? You know, a lot of people don't know what that is. That's big. GG, but don't look at your cup, boo. Don't look at your cup. It's white thing still swimming in it. Just let it.
My boo over here. Still, wait a minute.
My boo over here.
Hold on. We talking about the clip, and this motherfucker say, "Is white thing still swimming in it? Is white thing still swimming in it?"
I mean,
she ain't fucking lying. I'm talking about swimming in this motherfucker too. This bitch got a lot of white things swimming in it.
You gotta be careful.
Well, for the record, the white things
that white stuff
ain't right.
Hello, say you don't know.
So I'm gonna say, thanks you too. Was it Lexi, Lori, Lex? Thank you so much. She was saying that that was real. Awesome. Lisa states, "God is your ultimate parent." She feels that. That's awesome. So Lisa, that's your boo. She says, "God is your ultimate parent." She feels that. Thank you, Lisa, for always tuning in. We cutting up. I'm sorry.
All the time. She ain't sorry.
Every time you got
lie.
I do not apologize
at all.
Hello. Sorry, not sorry.
She wrote a fucking book called The Clip.
I mean,
that lets you know she's sorry, not fucking sorry.
Unapologetic.
Hello.
Listen, I mean, honestly, guys. I mean, truthfully, think about it though. I mean, let's talk about society real quick. Stop looking at your cup, Gigi. It's throwing me off.
Man, I'm gonna pour this shit out. I ain't got no more ice. I'm gonna pour this shit out and pour some more.
It did melt.
But it's no more fucking ice. And it's a lot of. No, I don't know if I want you to pour that.
She don't want that no more. Period.
Yeah, because when it get low,
wanna reset.
It's a lot of white stuff floating. Yeah, you drink all.
Yeah, you drink shit. That shit.
She like drinking white shit.
I prefer clear.
It's over. Engineer, do you want any of this
You
right
the
here?
one
So
got the
listen,
fucking show
so
about the clip.
at the end of the day, sea
Y'all
monkey.
over there drinking sea monkeys.
I don't partake in those.
Corey, I am so sick of you.
But,
So
you know, I
sick.
travel the
Said,
ocean
nah.
breeze.
So
You know,
sick.
I like to
Sea monkey,
ride the waves, but I don't do no sea monkey.
I cannot.
Yeah, oh, you can, because you
I
put
can.
it all in your cup. What the
Listen,
fuck she talking about?
I know what it is. It's just a little
Yes,
bit of milk,
she do.
a little almond milk, a little
Hey,
almond
It's a
milk.
little almondy.
So listen, is there anyone out there that has had trouble connecting with themselves, like their journey? Has everybody embarked in their journey? Gigi, I know she
Here
can.
she go with this bullshit. It's always about
Have you?
what about you? It's what about
you?
your time?
I mean, have you? What about your self journey?
What
Have you
about
taken it
Miss,
yet?
when I found out when I was 30? What the fuck
I
did you
already
find out
said
when
it.
you was 30?
Well, for me.
Yeah, what you found out when you was 30?
I want to know too.
Okay, so listen. I mean, if y'all want a little story
what did you
time,
find out
I
when
don't
you
have
was
a
30?
problem with story time.
Tell me the story.
I don't have a problem
then.
with story time at
Well,
all.
I don't know if I
Find out.
caught this one yet, so I'm ready.
Okay,
Yeah, I want to know
so
what you found out.
well,
when you was 30.
truthfully, I was orphaned young.
We're not
And
talking about that.
hold it.
Okay.
It's just a build up.
Oh,
Okay.
I was an orphan as a
Chapter
young
1.
girl, and young, and
The beginning.
Yep.
I longed for family.
Okay.
That was something that I wanted real bad.
Yeah.
So I unfortunately, yet fortunately, had relationships with people and had children
Chapter 2.
very young. This bitch makes me sick.
The family
We're
growth.
trying to get to the meat and potatoes.
And I ended up having some relationships that all weren't bad. You know what I'm saying? But I have 5 beautiful children that I had, and I had them. All of
Chapter
my
4,
children. I'm not
5,
informed to
6,
say
and 7.
before
Blessings.
the age of 24, I had 4 kids.
Chapter 8.
Here we are.
I had my last child at 30, and honestly, I mean, looking back on it, I don't know how the fuck I did all that
Here
shit.
we are. Here we are.
See,
That's the chapter this is. Here we are. Get the popcorn, Corey.
Yes.
Because it's going to
Make
fuck
sure it's
down
cheddar because
tonight.
that is my favorite.
So my journey didn't come till I had that last kid, because I was
Okay.
just like,
Enough is
damn,
enough.
what the
This is
hell
the
am
last
I
of the moment.
doing?
I got a basketball team.
That's it.
Fuck
But I'm gonna
this
tell
shit.
you something.
Fuck them
At-
kids.
we don't fuck the kids.
That's-
GJ.
I'm saying that's what you said when you was 30.
Oh yeah, when I was 30, I said fuck
Yeah,
the kids.
that's when you
At
was
this
30.
point, it was enough for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was enough.
Now you got
It was all
grandkids.
enough.
It's not fuck them kids no more.
No, it's not fuck them kids. The grandkids mean more than they mamas and they
That's what I'm
fathers.
saying. Fuck them kids.
Wait a
That's it.
minute,
And
hold
you
up.
let the grandkids.
Pause. I feel a little bit some type of way about that.
That's all right. You don't got no kids, and you ain't got no grandkids, and you not a grandkid. Well, you a grandkid though.
No, I'm
So
the
see-
aunt.
No,
That's
but
far.
listen.
No,
Oh,
aunties get
No,
all the
listen though.
love.
But when your grandparents, right? When your parents had you, your grandparents said, "Fuck your parents."
You
It
right,
was all
because
about
I
you.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
You're right.
So,
So
you know-
I agree to that on that side of the
so
play.
just be happy that you don't got no kids, because when you do, it's gonna be fuck you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Right now,
because I already
your sister got the kids. Let them be fuck her, and you still team Queen fucking Tati.
I'm waiting. Hashtag.
Yes.
Hashtag.
Fuck them kids. Now you get it?
Hashtag.
Fuck them kids.
Listen,
Next.
let me just say this.
I'm trying to tell you.
Let me
listen.
milk it because I'm the youngest. Let me milk
Milk
it
that
while I
shit.
can.
All the
You
way.
better.
Wait a minute, but the hand gesture that shit to give us the
Oh, is
milk.
that the
She
wrong
doing
one?
a
Is
little
that the
bit.
wrong one?
Hold on,
Ted,
she's
that's
doing
the wrong one.
She's doing a
I
little part of
apologize.
milking over here. A little bit more. You know what it is, right?
Do say. So first of all, before I go any further, let me do say this because
The pun.
let me just explain. Oh, I'm sorry, Louis Lexa Pearl Daily. This is
Hey,
Cocktails
Lori.
and Cousins. This is what we do over here at Cocktails and Cousins. We are, listen, unscripted cousins having conversation, baby. That's it. Keeping it sassy and classy.
And getting fucked up. I
At
don't
the
know why
same
she's
time.
leaving that out.
And I'm gonna swallow that one in my.
She's swallowing.
Oh
She
God,
drinking white shit
we
in her
don't do
cup.
that.
Yeah, I
There's
don't
a
do
lot
that.
of shit going on here. Just know
I don't do
I'm
that
the clean cousin.
Dude, that's a motherfucking lie.
I don't know if I
We
believe
not
this.
getting ready
one
to do that.
because-
But wait a minute, hold up. For the moment, we have to give a
Only for the
moment
moment. Look
the
at this
moment.
dummy. Corey talking about something.
Listen, we're not forget
Give
the
me the recipe to that cornbread. I fucking hate him. Why are we talking to him? I told you today. B to the LOCK. The fuck? I don't have time for your shit today.
Corey.
That's why I don't got
Corey,
no
you
fucking
gotta hit me in the
edges made,
DM for the
because you always
cornbread.
talking shit.
For the cornbread recipe. You gotta tell me about the chick you inviting over for the holiday and all that
Keisha
shit.
cornbread tastes like pound cake.
You not getting it.
Oh,
Unless you got somebody special you trying to entertain. If not, you got to come to the house to get some cornbread.
but why
We
I
ain't
gotta
doing
be
that.
all that though? Wait a minute, cuz. Wait a minute. I don't really think that I agree with those conditions, because at the end of the motherfucking day, I can choose who I want to cook this for. You're not finna hold the recipe out and determine to
So
me
that is
when
like,
I'm going.
listen.
Maybe
Like,
you wanna
So
cook
that
cornbread for me.
explains
Why
why
I can't have it for me?
listen. I'm Gen X.
Let me get it too.
This Gen Z over here. Gen X.
I don't know what I am, but what
Don't
I do
gotta
know,
let nobody know what the reasoning is. Listen, the recipe for the cornbread.
Look here. Now let me tell you. Our generation
and
always
listen.
find a way. Do you hear me?
The pound cake cornbread.
Okay.
Listen,
we find the
you
way.
know what? Maybe let's think about it. Over the holidays, I might let it go a little bit. You know, I
He
don't know.
asking around the
It
right
is the
time
fucking
frame.
holidays. When she gonna
If
tell y'all the
Thanksgiving is
Wednesday
like
before?
how many weeks away?
You feel me? No, she gonna tell y'all the day before Thanksgiving on that Wednesday.
Facts.
and shit.
How about no? How
No,
about the
she
day
not.
before Christmas, bitch?
I'm done.
Nobody needs Nobody needs the recipe.
not
My
how
own
it's
kids
fair.
don't even have the damn
What if
recipe,
I don't know how to
and they've
make
been asking for the
cornbread?
recipe.
I'm trying to make it for Thanksgiving, and you not trying to help me.
Sorry, listen.
Better go
But
get you
no,
a box
wait a
of
minute,
Jiffy.
listen. I gotta do this one part
I don't like
for
it.
the show, guys. I gotta do this. I have to mention my friends at Minnesota Liquors.
Gave us this bottle.
They actually are tuning in tonight because I had to complain because they don't ever tune in. But they said that they were going to tune in tonight, so I'm going to mention
Turn the
them
bottle
again.
around so it says
Oh,
Juicy on the other side.
But first of all, they aren't Douce. I like the cross better, and we're going to put this side.
I'm sorry.
And they are Minnesota Liquors. They were curious to this recipe. That's what they were curious to. So I'm gonna just give y'all information.
The
that-
recipe, Phil.
I hate Lisa. In Minnesota, laugh out loud. Lick lack, is that what she said?
That's what I
Did this
probably
motherfucker say Minnesota lick lack? Did she?
Minnesota Liquor.
Did she say that shit today?
Minnesota Liquors,
That's why
thank
that's
you
my
so
boo right
much
here.
for the
Self-explanatory, you already know.
hospitality. It's not hospitality. Yes, it was.
Hey, yo, she fucked
Hospitality.
up.
Hospitality. See, listen, they didn't want to drink the white thing swimming.
I will never
It was
Ever.
okay.
drink that.
She will.
I got 5 kids. Hey, last thing swimming.
There's a whole lot I'm swimming in.
She
this
can keep
motherfucker.
swimming.
So look at him.
She is our
I wish we could
POC,
zoom in so
our
y'all
point
can
of
see this
contact. Anytime you need your shit swam sank, so we got it over here. 'Cause
She drinking
I
them
ain't swimming
down.
with the fishes, baby.
The queen is coming for me. I'm gonna have listen. I don't need her. I don't need Gigi to even have an ally over this bitch.
Gigi with
It's
me.
already hard enough for me.
Gigi
I
with me.
need one because I never have one. Okay, thank you. Hello. Okay.
Okay.
'Cause
Anyway,
always these two get smoked.
moving
I
forward.
got you. I
She
got
got
you.
me. She got me
I got
to
you.
She's
answer
invited
the
back
question.
anytime.
She got me to answer the question, and I did. So pretty much, my self discovery came at 30,
Oh,
and
damn.
it came with realizing why I was so gung ho on having children and a relationship and marriage and all that other stuff. So that's mine. So Gigi, what was yours?
I didn't have one.
Goddamn.
That means hers is
So
yet
that means
to come.
she still she trying to figure shit out.
Still.
When she has that breakthrough, we gonna do it right here on Cocktails and Cousins.
I'm gonna come back because I want to hear that.
It's gonna be a real breakthrough. We're gonna have a party.
Jesus.
I mean, I done been
He
married.
is here right
The
now.
cousin
been
said
married,
he's gonna
divorced,
be.
He's here right
all that
now.
shit.
Let it be known.
Listen, the engineer said he's gonna be there.
gonna be a
Jesus.
turn
Let it be.
Turn up when I have that revelation, baby.
Listen, y'all, I just gotta say this real quick.
Hey,
Wait a minute, that
Corey.
3,000.
Corey, I only want to speak if you. I'm just saying.
And
He
got no
don't.
damn sister.
He don't have no sisters.
I'm the
You got
true definition of a
shit.
motherfucker too, depending on the age.
This ain't the ocean. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna stop trying to make sense of this whole show. I've lost control, and shit is just out of control at this point.
I like
Cheers
more.
to the Deuce.
Oh God. So listen, I want to say this before we move any further, and I forget at the end of the day. I want you all to please take the time to go on Amazon and purchase this book called The Clit. Listen, I didn't even read the good parts. I read that little juicy part just because y'all niggas want to hear that shit. Y'all just men wanting to hear that shit. They want to hear about some bitches doing some wild ass shit. But no, that's not what this is all about. This is actually about a woman's journey to self-discovery. The Black queen, lesbian and Christian, and the fact that she's able to be all of those things. And finding out and owning all of that is phenomenal.
Living in her truth.
That's it, boo. That's all it is. So The Clit, Queen Tati, please check her out. I mean, of course, you can see right here that she is
Yes,
all
it
that.
is on Kindle.
It's
Lisa.
on Kindle also. Great. So listen, please check it out. Please, please, please. I have gotten not as far as I would have liked to because life gets in the way. And I wasn't able to finish
Y'all know this
reading it
show
all.
got 15 things going on a day. So
But I'm
I'm
reading. And my thing is that our platform is cousins over here. We like to get a good drink, talk about good shit.
Yes, we do.
The Clit, it's good shit.
Good shit.
Good shit.
And
Or at least I think so from what I
it's
heard.
good shit. Don't worry about it.
What the hell?
But just letting you know,
Oh,
Audible, I'm getting ready for that soon. Just in case you can't read, you can listen.
There it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Robert Rouser Studios, link up. Please do that. Definitely worth it.
There
Great
you
read,
go.
insightful for many who have questions. Awesome.
There it is.
I love it.
Thank you, Lord.
I love it.
Period, because she read it. And you see what Lisa said? Big purr.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yes,
Get in
definitely.
tune with yourself.
Definitely. Always remember that here on Cocktails and Cousins, we bring it to you straight with no chaser.
Why she got sound
Most
like a
of the
fucking
time.
commercial?
Why I gotta be straight?
No chaser, baby.
Damn.
You gotta get
No
fucked up in.
chaser.
No, because when she chase shit, it'd be nasty.
Yeah, she don't need to chase nothing else.
Nothing.
Let it come to you.
If anybody chasing, I need to make the drink. When
She-
you don't chase
She feel that,
shit,
one. That shit
today,
is
that
okay.
shit she gave us
But
today,
she got
dog,
an A
tastes like
forever,
cough
though.
syrup.
A forever though.
An A for get the fuck out of here. Asshole.
Don't leave me. I appreciate.
Hey, for
That's what
ass-
that is.
That's
Get
it.
the fuck out of here.
It was the laughing
asshole.
stock at the end of the day.
I'm looking for a
Look
new.
at her. She don't even want to drink it. She ain't refilled that
we
cup.
not
though.
even
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about the
she did
clit
when
no
I
more.
was
I got
We're not
something
talking about the clit no more.
Okay, let me
clit
go
is
back.
getting-
That's more important.
I'm
lit.
sick of this shit.
Well, she mad at us.
Purr. Big man. Put a
It's
cape
not
on
our fault you made the drink.
Put a cape on her and
I
call her
wasn't even
Superman.
here when you selected the option. You should have consulted me. I would have told you, don't put no dairy in my liquor because I'm around. It's not a good combination. Y'all did this on your own
Almond milk
behalf.
is not
That's what I'm
dairy.
saying. What the
It's
fuck
cousins.
is it? So,
and what I'm saying
so she put nuts in our liquor.
and I don't even like nuts. So we already fucking up. So I don't
And
know how
that's
to
why she got white shit swimming in her cup.
And listen,
Boom.
Is that how they swim?
I'm feeling as if I'm being cornered. I don't like
Cornered?
this.
You don't like
I'm
it?
overpowered here.
I'm
All that.
always overpowered and cornered. Don't y'all remember?
Negative.
It's her turn.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. Since we talking about victims, because that's what sound like the victims over that's only victim statement.
Oh,
Let me just say, we never, ever, ever in life have wanted Gigi the diva to feel as if we were not in support of whatever
They
the
don't
fuck
have to
she's
feel that
doing.
way. They just do it.
I'm gonna swallow that.
I
Don't
don't.
treat me like shit because I'm the youngest.
I can't.
I can attest to that.
She was
She's
here, she
attesting.
seen it.
She's attesting to
She
what.
seen it.
I'm
To-
gonna test in two ways because not only did I see it, but I am the youngest.
And you know how it goes.
Shout out to the family. You know who you are.
Oh
But-
no, Lisa, don't do this to me.
What I am
Yes, she
saying
knows.
is that you know, and that part.
Yeah. She said, you know, and you
That
know.
part.
Mhm.
Okay.
Her.
Oh, that's
That
great.
one.
But
You know?
listen, so Listen, I just want to know, does anybody in the audience have any like, stories of self-discovery, anything interesting that they would like to share with us?
Interesting.
Interesting. Because Corey,
Don't just
we don't
not
want to
tell
hear
us
about
no-
one day you
yeah.
were sitting on the toilet
No,
and you
and
saw
don't
that
tell
you
us
had an
about your
ingrown
coworkers, 'cause
toenail.
All
and
your
shit was
coworkers
on.
got issues. Every last one of them motherfuckers.
We not
You
even
wanna
gonna
come on here and
we
tell
not
us
gonna
how you
talk about
seen
coworkers
two of them
here.
in the bathroom doing something. You found out that day they found out they was in love because they was both married to men, and now all of a sudden they like each other. We don't want to hear that, Corey. Okay, keep it to yourself.
Well, I actually, let me tell you
She got
something.
that story. Look, give it to us.
Because
Give us the story.
I'm not
Yes.
going to. I'm not going. No,
Don't give no names.
I don't have no coworker story. I mean,
You got somebody's story that was not, and then they is. Tell us.
So there's a lot of stories that can be told. How?
Look who pulling the me. Look who pulling the me.
Wait
a minute, y'all both clapping
the
and
me.
Because you fail, girl. You
Look
failed all
who
around for
pulling
that.
the me.
Listen, all I was trying to do
And
is
they talk
copy
shit
you.
about me. And now
Okay.
she's doing it.
Okay, go
That's
ahead.
all I'm
She
saying.
failed. I don't know
Yes.
what's happening over here.
Big,
but
it's a drink.
if I could write a report, it would be a half.
It's a drink.
It is the drink. It has to be.
It
because
is.
You,
It's
you-
the
you
white
need to get your
things-
clit in order. Your
It's the
clit
white
is not in
things
order.
in the
That's the
drink
problem.
that are causing the
It's
problem.
the clit she need to get together. and
She need to get her clit in
Wait a
order.
minute, what? The
She need to get
clit
her clit in
and
order.
the white thing?
That's what she
It's
said.
out of
Gotta get
line.
together. It's out of line.
It's
It's
out of
offline?
line. You
Okay,
need
I'm
to
sorry. Okay.
focus.
Okay, go ahead. Carry on.
Now the clit is the most powerful thing on this earth.
Most
Ooh.
powerful thing on the earth.
I agree. Go forward.
I say this for two things.
Okay. Let's hear it.
It's very sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little can control some things.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But not only that,
Mm-hmm.
it's the part of the most powerful being that walks this earth.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Because women, especially as Black women, that's all I can attest to. That's my journey. I can't speak for no other ones, but shout out to y'all. We go through a lot.
True.
Yes.
I am a Black queen, lesbian, and Christian, so I'm at the bottom.
We
I ain't
are-
trying to suck no dick to get to the
Yeah.
top. I actually ain't really trying to have none of them type of conversations with you. You actually turn me off when we talk that way. So the society climb of trying to be successful, because some people do use what they have to get what they want. Let's not play like we don't know these people don't exist, because they do. But when you are a Black queen, lesbian, and Christian, you fight a battle that many people don't experience. Not only are you facing issues with society not knowing where you fit in, but we're going to talk about the fact that your household don't accept you because you are different or opposed to what their Christian view may have been. And that is something that I really take as a struggle for me to help people walk through. Because I did go through the struggle of, I am homosexual, and like they do tell me that being a homosexual is a sin, and they, the abomination and solemn story and all of these things. But at the end of the day, those are your perceptions. I can't predict my life off of what you perceive me to be and what you perceive him to be and what he will accept, because you don't know and I don't know, and we're not going to know until we are at the gates. But what I do know is blessings come. And so me accepting him as he accepts me is what allows me to ignore the noise. Because everybody's going to talk. It's just that mine is homosexuality. Yours may be premarital sex, child out of wedlock, murder, each his own. Your story is going to be different, but we all have one. And for you to tell me that my story is not going to be recognized in his light because of how you may perceive him to be is something that I wanted to really touch on. You have to be happy with who you are. And that whole journey is a real experience. And it's a spiritual experience. And you realize that you're by yourself when you don't have your family because they don't accept you for that period of time. Because you don't know who to talk to about what you're going through. So you are walking in doors that are unknown, not only to you, but your family. So you enter some dark situations trying to figure out who you are. And it takes time to know and accept that, okay, God is the only person and the only being that can get you out of that, because nobody else around you knows that experience or has a template, at least, for you to try to play with. So you can, it's a recipe of foundation for you to kind of pick and choose what you want to put in your recipe. My recipe was never there. So I had to create it. And it's still being created. I'm not perfect and I got my flaws. But I know that at the end of the day, I'm walking in his purpose because I can't do anything without him. He is my guidance. And when I had nobody, he was who I had. So how can you tell me that he doesn't exist and he isn't for me when he was all I had when you guys told me no? And I wanted to spread that energy and spread that understanding across people who are proud to walk in their journey with me. Hey, you're not alone. And for really the people who are scared to really say, this is who I am, whether it be for family or whether it be for society. I wanted to let them know, like, hey, everybody got a story. Everybody got an asterisk. Yours is no different than the next. And yours hold no more value because no sin is bigger than the next.
True.
But he died for our sins. So I don't need you to tell me what mine is in your view, because me and him already have that relationship and understanding for him to tell me what I need to work on. And let me just let y'all know, homosexuality for me is not one of them.
Listen, I just got sober. I was drunk before.
I'm still drunk, but you better read that book because she is deep as a motherfucker. Because I was listening to, like, wait a minute, do I got some shit I need to bring to the forefront? Let me talk to God, because she said, if you talk to him and he accepts you, fuck what everybody else thinks. That's pretty much what she said.
At the end of the day.
Love it.
Living your truth.
That's it.
Period.
And you know what? And the truth of
Yeah.
the matter is, my family growing up, church and the Bible and the word was something that was always used as the supporting document to whatever was said in the household. Whatever I said, that, and the third, this
It's
Bible
Bible.
verse and all
Such
this.
and such and such and such.
Exactly. And
But you know, they say the Bible is fed to us by the white man. So
true.
shout out to the Halloween Halloween podcast.
Not in your house? You didn't think so? I beg to differ.
Oh yeah, no, Grandma and Aunt Linda, they wasn't quoting no Bible.
No, but the thing is that the Bible wasn't quoted, but the movements and the words and morals was
Yeah, but
definitely
they wasn't
there.
quoting nothing. It was
So
more
this
look,
is
in the Bible. It say you ain't supposed to do it. Don't you do that? They
Yeah.
say you ain't supposed to be lying and shit. Don't you do that? They said you ain't supposed. You what they say that you supposed to honor thy mother and father.
That's
and
it.
Your days and your
But
life.
he died on the cross for all
long.
of that. That's what people really tend to forget.
But you know,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
it.
like he died.
Exactly.
So you talking to me about
For
something
all
that he died for.
Before
Exactly.
it happened. So you talking about what happened before he died? We
Period.
want to talk about the stuff that happened after that. So
Exactly.
listen,
Yeah.
we're gonna go ahead and pray about our sins, and we're gonna be forgiven.
What you say?
Like Murray say, I'm forgiven. That's what the song say. I ain't playing. That's my song right
Listen.
there too.
Truth of the matter is that
I love you too, cuz.
at the end of the day, we love the fact that
I threw her off with that love.
true. But no,
She
the
about to talk
fact
about
is,
the clip. What you about
no,
to talk
I'm
about?
getting ready. Just let me get it out. God
I mean, you looking
damn.
at the book, looking at your
Get
hand,
done.
talking about you.
No,
love
I'm
I think
shit.
she playing with the clip because there's a
truth-
picture of it up
She was
there. I
on her
think she
finger
is.
on the book and
She
shit.
feeling herself.
what
I don't
the
know.
fuck she
I don't
over here
know.
doing.
Maybe I don't know.
It's over.
It's not over. It's just the beginning. Come on.
I mean, because I can.
Facts. No, truth of the matter is, I want to say this, that I want to commend you. I've said it before, but I want to commend you because the one thing is we can say and do a million things a day, But being able to sit here and to be able to explain it in full detail exactly what you were trying to convey to the people with writing, you know what I'm saying? And then to be able to just, I mean, put it on paper, because a lot of people could listen. We ain't even gonna talk about the snoring. I'm over here like the snoring bear over here. We gonna let it go.
My voice is very soothing. I was told that my voice is soothing, so it could be a lot of things.
That is the extended cousin. He comes to support, but he just gets sleepy every time that he comes.
Apparently, this is a routine.
This is what he do. But no, listen, seriously.
Oh, he up there. Oh, he's back to sleep.
Okay, it's almost time for the show to be over. Hold on. So at the end of the day, I just want to commend you on being able to put this on paper for people to read. Yeah, and the thing is, it's not even just about a homosexual finding whom you are and what your self-discovery. It's not just that. It's so many more things. You know what I'm saying? Because let's just talk about Christianity. So many people are so confused sometimes in just that space. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, the book, of course, gives her pathway and her journey to where her self-discovery. My thing is that you can read the book and find out exactly so many other things that you could be struggling with that will help you. You understand what I'm saying? It's not just one or two or three things. I mean, honestly, let's just be real. Being a Black queen, that's something you have to accept, know, and own. That's something you gotta own. I'm not a lesbian, so I can't say exactly what it is, but I can honestly say that what I do feel is a level of, respect for those women who, because I mean, honestly, just saying it out loud has to be something that is grand. I mean, because people don't respect it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You can say that to one person and they'd be like, oh, you know what I mean? And I mean, not only just because of friends that I have that have who are living that lifestyle, who are lesbians, but people that I know that are struggling with being able to just come out because of fear of what people will say. This book is something that can help you. And if not, give you the, strength to just be able to just say what it is, but even give you just a map to maybe getting closer to that, acceptance and understanding for yourself. So I will say this. Please check it out. I'm not going to point out all the sex scenes. They're pretty hot, though. I mean, it's like, what the hell?
Hey, I don't know if my mom is watching. So
listen. Okay, we're going to keep it on the low. But I'm just saying, the book is not just limited to just conversation. It's a little bit, it's detailed. It gives you from the beginning to the end. It gives you everything. It gives you understanding. No, it's no damn pictures, Corey. No, it's not a porn book.
So this is not a child's book. I do not do illustrative characters and pictures.
Please
to help
tell them
you understand my message. But there are poems in there if you want to take it there.
Heard that, didn't you?
That's it. Listen, we're not talking about that, but we definitely want you to get the book. So please, Queen Tati, please tell us where we can get the book and what your next endeavors are. Again, for those people who are coming in late, there are people who tuned in late. Look, we might be late, but you can't be late. Only us.
We're not late. We always say 8:30-ish.
Ish.
It did say ish.
Ish.
That means 8:30, 9:30, 10
ish.
When we get here.
That's
what that meant.
That's why that's my boo right here. You see that attitude? Y'all know I like that attitude. You see what I'm saying?
I be trying to keep it on time, y'all,
No,
but
she
you know,
don't.
look what
She's a
I'm
fucking
look.
lie.
Look, I
It don't
can't do
always
nothing
be
about
me,
it.
her too. Don't believe the bullshit.
Don't believe
Back to
it.
Queen Tati because we ain't got time for this shit here.
Go ahead, boo. Please, Queen Tati, say what it is.
Give it up.
Mm.
So,
What was that,
because
the
I
theme
can't with
music?
y'all. Not the thing.
Old Negro spiritual.
Like, what's what the hell going on? That was your intro music. It sound like y'all walking to her funeral. Please stop.
Oh, not the funeral.
No.
You know what? It
That's
is a
not
funeral.
giving. That's not
It's a
It
giving
is
her
a
enough.
funeral
It's a
of
funeral.
the old motherfucker that I used to be.
Right.
And it is a rebirth of the new queen that I am.
Hello.
So-
Hit the claps.
No, it's no claps. It's no claps.
Hit the something.
We
the
don't want
party,
her to
the
hit it
horn,
because we
the
don't
something.
know what may come out this time.
No, we
That's
do
what's
know.
new.
It's gonna be greatness. You
A
That's
know?
level
what's
of
new.
enlightenment. There you go.
Great.
Enlightenment. Go ahead, boo.
Period.
We got you.
So the book is available on Amazon.
Yes.
You can search The Clit by Queen Tati. And it also is a Kindle edition.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
We were giving
Produce-
direction. I'm
He
sorry.
producing this shit.
Yeah, he tight. But outside of that, upcoming projects, I am working on making a audible version of this book. So please stay tuned. That shall be coming out in,
If you need a voice, I'm available.
I was told that my voice,
Hello?
is real sultry. I don't know.
I can get salty for you.
We might need some add-ins because
Clit.
we can both do.
Listen.
I need a
Let
couple.
Queen Tati hand
By
finish it.
Queen
It's some
Tati.
characters in there, and I really would need your little help. I would.
I got
So
you.
we got this. I
The
like it.
Clit
Look at it. You hear?
by Queen Tati.
Oh God.
She's hired.
Oh my God. Lord help us all.
I'm about to go salsa out this motherfucker.
Oh my God. Okay, so let us
And then I'm
know.
gonna
Go
back
ahead.
my voice.
This one here. Time out. So outside of the Audible, I do want to work on a podcast that will kind of be the reflections of my thought process for each chapter.
Awesome.
So you can get
That's
a little
nice.
insight with the Queen Tati and QT thoughts.
Mhm.
So that is really my focus on the upcoming projects I have regarding the book. And I already started on book number 2.
Awesome.
And that one is really focusing on, as I said before, domestic violence and same-sex relationships, something that unfortunately is ignored across society bounds, and that does include the police force. So stay tuned for that one because I am here to strike some nerves.
Good.
So
Her.
when the next book come out, you got to come back
In fact,
and
I'll
strike
be-
some nerves.
I don't mind striking.
We like
any
striking
nerves
nerves around here.
Hopefully, those
she
nerves-
likes striking nerves. Me, I like to keep clean and straight. I don't like all that extra.
Well,
Take her
I do.
classy ass to class.
period.
Now, what you say? Book 2. Come on in this bitch and turn the fuck up.
Period.
No, listen. I appreciate you coming in and sharing, all of this with us. This is a choice. This isn't something you had to do. It's something that you chose to do and share with us, me and all my cousins. So I'd like to give you an honorary cousin ribbon. Yes. And you can always
The button. Hit it. Say it again. You giving her a what?
honorary cousin ribbon.
Hit it again.
Oh my God.
You gotta. Oh, wait a minute, man. All right, never mind. She
Listen,
been drinking
I
juice, so
can't
never
see.
mind.
I ain't got my glasses
Keep
on.
saying I need to.
So
sit
at the
over
end
here.
of the day,
Bullshit.
what I want-
Shit.
I want everybody to know.
Do.
Listen, Queen Tati is an honorary cousin.
Yes, she is.
And she can
Her.
always come back to our platform
anytime she
and
feel
always
like it.
talk to our audience and our friends and her friends and everybody and tell them about the new endeavor she got
And we
going
can all
on.
be friends.
Everybody.
Hmm.
Cousins.
Cousins.
No kissing cousins, just cousins.
No,
When you do
just
that.
regular cousins. Kissing cousins is incest, and I think that's illegal.
Nasty.
So I'm
Ain't
good
it
on that.
nasty?
You don't
That's
be
just
born right
disgusting.
So
then when you
listen,
do that.
I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. Listen, time just went.
It did.
It did. It really, really did.
'Cause we
I
was flowing.
want to thank Duce for not actually having a good drink.
Thank Dusain.
I don't think that's Dusain's fault.
It was your
I
fucking
think that
hands.
I don't think that recipe changed from their bottle.
They didn't fucking pour. It didn't come out the
I
bottle.
think it was.
I'd be damned if she
think
gonna
that
fuck
was
over my
you.
shit.
I think
So
that
y'all
was
blaming
you.
me?
Because
Who the
your
fuck else did?
hands touched it.
Okay. What the?
I don't appreciate it all. So anyway, listen.
Hello. If you're a bartender, please, for the love of God, come in the DM. Do
Tania,
something.
please
G.
let them know what to do.
Please, Tania.
Let them know what to do.
No. Come, Tania. Get in the DM.
Let them know
and
what to
come and make us some drinks. You should have came
Listen,
with Queen
I'm not
Tati
offended.
today
I'm
and
not
made our
offended.
drinks.
We got
Listen,
X2. That's two.
I
We got
can
X
make
and
some
Tania.
drinks
Both
now.
lines.
I can make some drinks, okay?
Well,
But
look,
this joint
if
right
she's
here,
ever on time, we can have her be here.
I'm
All
a
of the
busy
ingredients were here. But anyway,
woman. I'm
listen.
a busy woman.
Thank you for
I-
tuning in. Look, I can't even talk. Tuning in to
Tuning
the Cocktails and Cousins podcast. That's who
Tonight.
we are. I am Kaylin. This is Gigi the Diva. We had our guest hosting today, Queen Tati, the author of the book, The Clit. Make sure you tune in next week. We have a great show, another great show, because that's who we are. We have great shows.
We the shit.
The
Period.
shit.
The
That's who
shit.
we
You heard
are.
what Queen Tati said? Purr!
I just want to let y'all
hanging out with
know,
us, and she told y'all.
period, that me and Bay over here, our drinks are low. But Sperm Swimmer over here,
is on top of the game. Look at her.
she still got it. That's all I said.
She had the
Listen.
sperm bank over that jump.
I was
Cash
trying.
it in.
Listen, I cleaned my cup
She
for
cleaned
their ass.
She
For
cleaned the
their
cup.
ass. I just let them pour her shit in here so she can have her clean cup.
and she
See
can
what I'm
clean her
saying?
cup.
See, they don't understand the
I'm never gonna
sacrifices we
understand.
make as older cousins to make life better for their ass.
They swallow all
That's
the
it.
white shit.
I appreciate your
I don't
sacrifices.
even like to hear that. Thank you.
Me
Queen
too.
Tati, thank you. Because this joint right here,
I love it.
help me.
I am helping you
Lord.
while you help
Listen,
me.
next week, we're going to be talking about, I hate to say this,
She looks like
it
my
just
grandmother.
hurts me.
Next week.
Next week, we're going to be talking about the violence in the city. Listen,
Ooh.
I understand this
That'd
is
be
something,
tough.
I mean, we don't want to drink and talk
Calling
about it, but
Dr.
we're going
Majid.
to. We're going to drink and we're going to talk about it.
Calling Dr.
Majid,
Majid.
definitely
Dr.
want you in here.
Majid calling Dr. Majid.
Listen, Gigi, one of our friends, my friends, now your friend, has actually created a song about it.
Who's
Oh,
friends made a song
Scotty.
about what?
Oh, Scotty from Red
Yeah,
Essence.
he
Oh,
want me to
Scotty.
promote it.
From
I'm
Red-
sure.
from the RE.
From the Red
From the
Essence.
RE.
I'm sick of you both of y'all. I can't say it.
He
Listen.
made a song. Why
He wrote a song.
I'm feeling
No,
some
because
kind of way.
no, listen, because he knows that Cocktails and Cousins is where it's at, and he can get you here. So he asked to
coming
come on the show
Heard,
next week.
Heard.
We're gonna have Scotty keyboards,
Hey.
good old Benny Haskell. He's a original member of the Red Essence crew. He has a nonprofit that he is now working with people in the area of Southeast, and he must come over here and share the song with us and talk about what the endeavors are that they're going to be making quick and soon
Okay.
All right.
about safety in the hood. I mean, real talk, we need it. We really,
do.
really need it. So
And all
listen,
these babies
always listen, count on us, Cocktails and Freaking Cousins, to give you something. I don't know what it's going to be every week, but it's going to be something.
though.
It's going to be something.
It's gonna be some juicy.
all the time. So
Juice.
You
stay
want it
tuned
to
in.
stay moist. You don't want no dryness.
You heard
because
that from the
that hurt.
from the
That's
author of the
not- I mean,
clip.
I don't know that experience because I'm blessed, but
You
it
heard
does hurt.
Hey.
But make sure y'all get the clip on Amazon because
Yeah,
that's where it is available. Kindle version is also there. Just saying.
Period.
check
The
it out.
clip.
Thank you for tuning in. See you next week, everyone.
Awesome.
Purr.
White things swimming.